So those, whatever dialects, it doesn't really matter. Okay, English being articulate does not translate to being intellectual, but some people just prefer it. All right, if that's what you want, know that that is what you want, and pick the right person that you want to procreate with, so that at least when the child comes, it's a product from both of you. At least you have an idea of what to expect. Now, the fifth thing I'll say is, and this is equally very, very, very important. Are you financially ready to have a child? Are you financially ready to have a child? If whatever you're doing is barely enough to feed, clothe and house you, then unless you're living in one of those countries where, the government gives you assistance on raising your children for you, you're not ready. You are not ready. Please, don't have that child yet. Please. This is not about the love of money. Money answers a lot. Money can do a lot of things. Money is the currency of the world. And as long as we're living in this world, you need money to do at least the basic essentials. So, are you financially ready? The first way to know if you're financially ready is you know that you have enough income to comfortably take care of yourself, your basic needs, all right, and an extra individual. That means that even if you're not taking care of anybody, at the end of the day, when you've bought all and paid all your bills and all, you still have extra enough to take care of an extra person. And then you can start thinking of having a child. That's on the one hand of the finance. Now, this is the very interesting one. This is the one that I wish I'd always had it at the back of my mind to do before I had my child, but I never did it, and I'd always wished that I had done it. But I thank God that whichever way, I still started it the moment my daughter came in. Open an account. You may be single, you may be married without kids yet, but you see, the beauty of this is that you don't have a child yet. All right? That's what makes it very, very beautiful. For me, I'll say to you, start making investments strictly for your child. All right? You speak with whatever investment companies, however you want to set it up. If you've got names for your child already, hey, go ahead. Otherwise, you can do it in your name. But please don't make a single investment all in your name and then you say, oh, when my child comes, I'll split it. No. no. Please, let everything be plain. Have an investment separately for your child is the best thing that you can do for them. You're setting them up. A preacher said one long ago, and I held it in my hands, that the best thing that you could ever do for your child is to help your child start off from where you ended your journey. That's the best thing you can do for them, is to help them start up their own journey where you ended. Don't let them start where you started from. Let them start from what then you can call yourself a success. Open an account for them, savings account, college account, whatever it is. Do you know how many years that they still have to live on the face of this earth? And do you know how, if you leave an account like that, accruing benefits, accruing interests, by the time this child is like 16, 18, they're almost financially okay by themselves, by the little that you have. It doesn't have to be a bogus amount. It doesn't have to be a bogus amount. Let me give you an example. When I opened up my daughter's SKS account with GT Bank in Nigeria, I think the account, I started it with, was it 1,000 naira or 100 naira? I can't remember now. It was some ridiculous amount, but it wasn't more than 1,000 naira. I think it was 100 naira or so. You had to have at least 100 naira in it. And then started building her. She's got over 100,000 in that account now, and she's only 3 years old. So you can imagine by the time she's much older, how much all of that would have. It's not my account. I don't touch it. It's her account. So if I say to you today, I'm broke, it doesn't mean that my child is broke. My child she's sorted. So please, it's the best way you can plan for having a child. If you're planning to have a child, open an account, open investments, savings for them. If possible, if you've got the money, buy a land, build a house, put it in your child's name. Hey, you're setting them up. Finance is a very interesting topic. I'm not an accountant, but the last thing you want to, in all the things that we can bother about in this life, the last thing you want to do is bother about money. Because once you start bothering about money, then every other thing takes a back seat, which is quite sad. So if you want to have clarity for all other things, let the monetary issue be sorted out. Number 6. Are you interested in leaving a legacy for your child? Like I said, it's a question you ask yourself. Are you interested in leaving a legacy for your child? But you need to ask yourself that question. Always remember, it's raising children purposefully. There's a purpose. You have to have a purpose. The final one, because I've just been doing 7, I'm picking out 7 questions that you need to ask yourself today. So the 7th question, the final one that you need to ask yourself is, excuse me, am I living my dream? Do I have a dream? And I'll tell you why this is essential. As we go on in the sessions, you come to realize that whatever it is that you wish for your child, whatever plans that you may have for your child, at least 90% of it, you will have to have gone through it yourself, or you will have to go through it yourself. Why? Because we all of us, if you intend to live a purposeful life, you'll find yourself picking someone to mentor you, even if the person doesn't know you. Like you have on LinkedIn, for example. They call them influencers. And so you pick people that you believe reflect what you want, so that you can glean from them, you can learn from them. It is essential. It is essential that you pave the way. You pave the way of mentorship program for your child. It is essential if you want to be an influence on your child. You have to be the first mentor that your child has. So, are you living your dream? Are you living a fulfilled life? Because if you're not living your dream, if you're not living a fulfilled life, it's going to reflect and your child will see it. We will get to that part where we will talk about how whatever you do affects your child. Everything we do as parents affects our children. They are watching us like hawks. It's not a setup, it's our makeup. We are made to learn. And whatever it is we do, whether we do it purposefully or not, we are our children's first teachers. So you're asking yourself, what is it that you're transferring to this child, to this life? How is it that your life is affecting and influencing that of your life or of your child and the decisions that they make as they grow? There is nothing as inspiring to a child as a parent who is living their dream and making a success of it. And that I do not mean monetarily. Because when you live your dream, there's a contentment that comes with it. There's a fulfillment that you have. And for a child to grow up confident, you need to have a nurturing environment. To have a nurturing environment, you need to be sound. You need to be a sound parent. You need to know what it is that you're doing. If you're not sound, if you're not content, if you're not happy, it will affect your child. Your child will be unhappy. One of the first things that I said to myself after I had my daughter was, I will always be happy. And I know how much that has affected her. There's nothing that, if I cough, my daughter goes, are you okay, mommy? Are you all right, mommy? They're watching. You can't afford to leave your child at the mercy of any other influencer, because there are hordes of influencers out there, whether for good or for bad, throwing around all sorts of values. What is it that you're doing with your life? Are you living your dream? If you're not, you better start now. It's not too late. Start living your dream now. Start living a fulfilled life now, so that you can create a nurturing environment for your child. Not more than 7. Not more than 7 today. I really hope that this session has made a lot of sense to you. If you've got any questions, I would love to hear from you. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please share this. Share. You never know who's going to come across this and go like, wow, why didn't I know this before? Wow, this is really insightful. I should adopt it. You never know. Please share. God bless you as you do. And you take care. Have a lovely time. Have a lovely day. And take care. Bye.